Okay, I'm gonna make a video because I just watched, somebody just liked one of my other videos about FTM, lesbian, gender, fluid, privilege, words and stuff. So I want to make a video about the downside of not transitioning, but still feeling like male. So to sum it up real quick, I identify as pansexual. Go Google it. I like to touch lots of body parts. And I also identify as completely male between the ears. The only difference is that I will publicly label myself as genderqueer only to fit the societal box of acceptance, because I'm 1,000,000,000% dude between the ears. However, I don't have the desire to fully transition. I don't want to be on hormones. My pronouns don't bother me. My gender markers don't bother me. My name bothers me a little bit, but you know, I have no bottom dysphoria, I have top dysphoria. Like, there are certain things, like, I'm not looking to pass as male every single day, and I think that any day, and I think the reason is because from such a young age, I've always felt like me, and always feeling like me is completely male. There's nothing female at all about my mentality, and about even the way I carry myself, not even a little bit, and about, it's just not a thing. The downside to not wanting to transition, the downside to not wanting to pass, puts me in predicaments that are not always fun. So for example, I had to be in a wedding, okay? So automatically, I'm in a family of all dudes. All the guys are groomsmen, best men. Normally, I would be over there. I feel most comfortable over there on that side. But because I'm not transitioning, not in the process of transitioning, I haven't come out to let people know I feel this type of way because I don't want to transition. I'm automatically sent over to the female side. And that was fine and dandy because it was one day out of 365, and I don't mind. I love being a part of, you know, somebody's special day, and I wanted to fucking kill myself wearing a dress and all that shit, but I did it to please other people because I don't think it's anyone else's problem to have to deal with the situations that I deal with daily. So I don't mind it, but it's definitely a negative aspect of deciding not to transition. And I don't have the urge to transition because I already feel so me that I just am. I have dysphoria about my name, but not pronouns. I don't care about gender markers. I have no bottom dysphoria, but I have top dysphoria. I don't have dysphoria about my voice, but I have dysphoria about my hair. So I'm all over the place, and I choose to label myself gender fluid for the public to enjoy. But really, I know 100% that I'm male between the ears. I've known it since I was about 4 or 5, and I can make a whole video about how I knew later. But the not negative, but the downside of not wanting to transition, even though, if I could wake up in a guy's body tomorrow, 100% done. 100% done. Wouldn't have a question about it. But that's not life. That's not how things are that simple. And I personally, because I already feel complete being me, essentially, I don't want to go through that. I don't need to do that to feel happy. There are some things I want to change, like I mentioned, but for the most part, I'm golden like a shower, and I don't really mind. So while I present myself as a more masculine female, I get perceived a lot as a lesbian, getting lesbian privilege because I'm perceived as a female. And I take that privilege and I run with it. I let the doors get open for me. I let guys buy me drinks. You know, I take advantage of it because why the fuck not? What choice do I really have? I'm not gonna stop somebody and be like, don't buy me that drink. I'm female. You're totally buying a drink for a dude. So no, I don't do that. But there are negative sides to deciding not to fully be who you are physically, I guess. Because I've already decided to be who I am mentally. I've never had a problem with that. It's how the world perceives me that it's a problem, and I try to accommodate them to make them feel comfortable, because like I said, me making people feel comfortable and accommodating their existence is literally maybe 1, 2, 3 days out of a year, and I can deal with that. I am me, and I love me, and I don't need tea to define my maleness, I guess you could say. So I guess the point of this is that I experience a lot of random ass privilege at the expense of, I guess it's at an expense of the privilege I feel I deserve. And in order to get the privilege I feel I deserve, I would need to be on T, and I would need to pass as male. And that's to please society, and I don't want to. I don't want to. I would transition for me if that was my thing, but it's not. So I am who I am, and that's how it is, and I mean, I'm happy. Are you happy with you? And that's all I gotta say. We're done.